4 years ago, I decided to go all in on entrepreneurship, only to find myself about a year later almost homeless, living out of an extended stay in Old Town Scottsdale, Arizona with my family, feeling stuck, almost like there was no way out, to making over $10,000 profit in less than 30 days flipping used couches. And it wasn't luck. It really came down to a very simple system that anybody can duplicate and follow and get the same results. And if you're new here, welcome. My name's Tanner, and I help people create financial freedom by learning how to spot opportunities that other people usually miss and turning that into a profit. And in this video, that's exactly what I'm going to be showing you how to do and how you can duplicate it. So let's just dive right into it. So this all started when I was 14 years old in my hometown. People were throwing away all kinds of things during fall cleanup, and I convinced my grandpa to go around with me and pick up as many lawnmowers and snowblowers as we could that people were throwing away. And I brought them to my mom's house or my parents' house, and my mom was pissed. And I got about 10 of them running and cleaned them up, and I listed them for sale, each of them for about $100 a piece. And sold them all in a span of 2 weeks and made $1,000 from basically thin air, from stuff that other people perceived and viewed as garbage. And that's just proof right there that one man's trash is another man's treasure. And fast forward to 2021, right? The year prior in 2020, the world was doing what it was doing. I was supposed to start flying for the airlines. However, due to the state of the world, they laid off all the pilots. And I saw it as an opportunity to go all in on what my heart was feeling like, or like called me to do, is entrepreneurship. So my wife and I moved to Phoenix, Arizona, 1,500 miles away from our hometown, and decided to go all in on entrepreneurship. And it didn't work out as planned. The first year was obviously anybody, and anytime you new to business, it's very hard, it's very difficult. But we decided, after a year, we were at our wits' end, living in the extended stay in Old Town Scottsdale, and it was almost like if you ever watched the movie The Matrix, like the Neo moment, where you either take the red pill or the blue pill. I could have easily gone back and became a pilot, and my wife could have easily gone back and continued on and got her nursing degree, and things would have been fine, but we decided to choose this path. We did this because we wanted to, and we were in that moment when we were at our wits' end. And, we obviously had to come up with something quick, right? And I prayed, and what we ended up doing is going all in on couch flipping, because I reflected back to that moment when I was a teenager with my grandpa, where I made that $1,000 basically from thin air, and it really clicked. So we decided to go all in on just flipping couches, and ended up making $10,000 in less than 30 days, $10,000 profit too. And we sourced most of our inventory. I'd say about 90% of our inventory we actually sourced for free. And that experience right there taught me that success isn't luck. It's about recognizing opportunities like this and taking action. And the first steps, jumping into it now, getting into it, is you don't have to just flip couches, right? For me, it was just a very easy way to get into it and make money quick, higher ticket item. You can flip all kinds of things though. I flipped boats, cars, jet skis. We've got people inside of my community, they flip all kinds of things. And if you go on my channel here, I have all kinds of videos. Right here, for example, found this couch for $50 and cleaned it up, sold it for $650 in a matter of about 24 hours when we were back home in our hometown in a smaller market like Bismarck, North Dakota this summer. But I have a ton of videos you can go check out on my YouTube channel. I actually duplicated, this was about a year or 2 years ago, we went back home to our hometown in North Dakota where this all started, where I did the fall cleanup thing for a wedding, and it just so happened it was actually fall cleanup, so we filmed a YouTube video live in action. That's this one right here. Super cool video. Just go check that out when you get a chance. But let's go deep dive into how you can start doing something like this. So I would source a lot of inventory on platforms just like Facebook Marketplace and OfferUp. You can also look on Craigslist, but these are the main two that I would mainly focus on. And then, you just go in your local market like Phoenix and look up things like sectional, right? If you want to flip, I'm just going to use couches for the sake of this video. Again, you can flip all kinds of things. I just like to flip or focus on couches because I know I can source most of my inventory for free, and I know there's an abundance of inventory. It doesn't matter which market you're in. It doesn't matter if there's other people doing the same exact thing. Once you really realize if you really want to build a business and you realize there is such an abundance of inventory, of buyers, and it ultimately comes down to you and your brand and what you want to do. But go into your market and then type in sectionals, for example. Let's just put maximum price, 500. Next, just go through, right? You're probably wondering, well, which ones, and which one should I buy and what should I pay for them? The truth is, you want to have an abundance of deals always coming to you. And there's ways that you can even automate this. When new couches get listed, you're the first one to be notified, right? But I always push everybody to manually do this in the beginning, because what you're really doing here is learning how to spot those opportunities that other people don't, right? And then mastering the art of buying things low and selling them high for a profit. And a lot of this is what I call building a pipeline, right? So this is a good couch to flip right here. I think it's undervalued already. I definitely would not pay $500 for it, but what I would do is, message them. How long has it been listed? Doesn't say right now. But I would message these people. Looks like really good shape. Oh, actually right there. So that's why you gotta be careful. You could buy this and easily patch this and repair it. I would definitely not pay more or $500 for this though. I would pay more, like 100 max. Honestly, I don't even know if I'd pay that, because I just know I could get better inventory even than that. If that was listed for free, I'd maybe look into it and patch it and then probably sell it for $750, $800. But that would be a good one to keep. What I call doing this is building a pipeline, so you keep an eye on it, right? Because I promise this couch is not going to sell for $500. So basically, you're just going through, picking out the best couches. You can find deals all the time where people, list couches for cheap. They just need it gone. You never know what somebody's going through, and a lot of times it just comes down to timeline. Look, this one right here, $230 listed a week ago. That would be another perfect one right there. But like I said, there's also softwares that you can get as well that will scrape a lot of these platforms like Facebook, OfferUp, Craigslist, and anytime something gets listed, you're the first one to be notified. So next, after you say, you start building up a pipeline and you're finding deals and learning how to negotiate and all of this, and you're starting to gain some momentum as far as the front end and finding deals, next is how do you sell that? Where do you sell that stuff, right? So the truth is it's right on the same exact platforms. There's other ways, to find inventory outside of even Facebook and OfferUp. That's just the easiest places. But once it comes time to, adding value and listing it, what does that look like, right? So this is my Facebook marketplace account. Going back to even when I lived in North Dakota, right? I'd flip cars and anything I could really get my hands on. A snowplow, I got it for free, sold it for $1,000. This Subaru right here, I'm pretty sure I got this one for like $300. Stuck $500 into new head gaskets and a timing belt, sold it for $3,300. This Chevy, I think I got this for $1,500. Sold it for $3,500. This engine I got for free, sold it for $800. But basically, it obviously depends on what you're flipping, right? As far as furniture, like dressers, dressers are really good too. If you don't want to do couches, you can source dressers. But basically, what you're going to do is a lot of times, you'll think like, well, if they couldn't sell it for $500, how am I going to sell it for $500, right? the truth is because, well, do they have good pictures? Are they responding to people like they should when people message them? Are they, you don't know what's going on there. So you, as far as doing this, you're not only providing like a product, the couch. For one, what you're going to want to do is, clean it up, get a little vacuum, clean it up, take better pictures like this, have a good description. Let's see. I was just selling this one for a neighbor when we were moving out, so I didn't put too much on there. And my wife, so basically what I would do too, if say you're married and you want to do this with your spouse, do this together. So basically what I would do on my account is I would use it to source, look for deals, talk to people, do the negotiating, and my wife would actually do the back end stuff on her Facebook marketplace and make the listings, take the good pictures, measurements, and then communicate with buyers and all of that. So that's an option there. But for example, it doesn't matter what you're flipping, right? The whole concept is to learn how to spot those opportunities where other people don't, learn how to find your inventory and build what I call a pipeline of deals coming to you. Figure out how to add value to it. If it's a couch, maybe it's adding value to it is just giving it a vacuum and taking better pictures and then offering free delivery, right? That's how you can get a couch for free. Clean it up. A lot of people do it that come into my community here. Show you right here, Brandon Alba. Where's he at? He came in September, picked up this Thomasville modular sectional for $50, cleaned it up and sold it for $1,600 plus delivery. Put a picture of the Venmo right there as well. Just crazy. Like there's opportunities literally everywhere. It's just a matter of literally, I'm a big believer where focus goes, energy flows. And once you tap into that frequency, into that vibration, you start to attract and start to see opportunities all around you. You can see here, I went back home to North Dakota. Usually go there in the summers to chill, to get out of the heat here in Phoenix. And I decided to focus on flipping pontoons and jet skis and boat motors and all kinds of stuff here. People were doing garage sales in September, and I even found this snowblower somebody was giving away for free. Same thing, picked it up on the side of the road, pressure washed it, put fresh gas in it, and I sold it for $250 the next day. So it's just crazy. Like there's literally just opportunities all over the place. But as far as going back to 2021, right, when I just focused on couches, how was I able to go from zero basically to $10,000? And it was because I learned how to spot opportunities where other people don't, started going to thrift stores, started looking on platforms like Facebook, OfferUp, started getting as much free inventory and just as scrappy as we could. And as soon as we'd sell something, our turnaround, we could get a couch the same day, clean it up, and usually have it sold within average, usually 1 to 2 days. And a big market like Phoenix, Arizona, smaller markets, say like Bismarck, North Dakota, where I go in the summer, it might take a week, to sell a couch or something. But it's a matter of, like I said, for one, learning how to spot those opportunities and building that pipeline, buying things low, adding a little bit of value, whether it's taking pictures, offering free delivery. Pontoons, for example, this summer I'd get a pontoon, I'd clean it up, go through it, and then relist it. And by the way, if you're watching this, pontoon season is going to be coming up. Perfect time to start sourcing them right now. And I'm actually going to be doing building out a whole entire course training inside of our community right here, inside the classroom tab. Going to be launching that here pretty soon, specifics as far as just pontoons. But right now, really good time to start sourcing them, getting them cleaned up, and then this spring, really easy way to make some quick profit. I'd average this summer when I was back home, make around $4,000 to $5,000 profit per pontoon. But going back to 2021, when I needed to make money quick, I would find the inventory, get it cleaned, sold, and keep reinvesting those profits. And that's how we were able to get to $10,000 profit, cash in our hand too, very quickly, versus a lot of other business models, right? Like wholesaling real estate, Amazon FBA, drop shipping. I've tried all of them. And even if you do have success, there's usually a time delay before investing, whether that is you either pay with time or you pay with money. And whether you are either paying with time or money in a lot of those things, there's usually a time delay before you actually get cash in your hands. So this is by far the quickest way that I personally know of to go from $0 to $10,000 cash in your hand. And here's what I really want you to take away with this, right? Is this isn't just about flipping couches or flipping pontoons. It's about flipping your mindset and flipping your perspective, so you learn how to start spotting opportunities where other people usually don't. And, where most people see trash, you see opportunity, you see profit. And your brain, I promise, once you start thinking this way and you start, make your first flip, once you come inside of the community, if you decide to join and make your first flip, whether that is a couch, a dresser, whatever, I promise it becomes so addictive and you're like, wow, I didn't even know this was possible. And that's what I want to say is if you're ready to take this seriously, let me show you a little bit more inside of our reselling community here and what it's all about. And I just want to hit on, I'm all about investing in myself. I don't view things like this as like, course or whatever. And if that's what you're looking for, just for information, you can literally just go to my YouTube, go watch my YouTube videos. I have all kinds of live in action, flipping pontoons, flipping couches, all kinds of things. But like I said, if you're somebody who's a hustler and you maybe you feel stuck and you're just like, I'm so ready to do this and just go all in, I truly think that this is the answer right here. So we have all kinds of things going on, continuing to add to it every single week and provide as much value as we possibly can here. But this is the inside of the resellers community. So when you do get inside, you'll see the tabs here: community, classroom, calendar, members, leaderboards, about page. So we got a whole entire foundation built out here. Start here, welcome series. Reselling Academy walks you exactly. And I made these very, very bite-sized because I know what it's like trying to sit there and piece together and make sense on what you need to do. We made sure to make these very, very bite-sized with actionable steps to make sure that you do get success and start seeing the fruits of your labor here. And what we also do, so Reselling Academy, step-by-step videos on everything. Like I said, as far as learning how to spot those opportunities, learning how to buy things low and sell them high, build a pipeline, and we got roadmap completion gifts. So as you come in here, you'll start to see what I'm talking about right now, and it'll make more sense here. Mindset for Success course, community call recordings. So we have community calls, which I'll get into in a second, every single week. Right now we have about 3 calls. And we'll be adding to that as well as this grows here. We also do monthly challenges that are exclusive just to the group. And then as we do those and record them, those will also be uploaded here. And then, like I said, we're constantly adding and evolving and taking your guys' feedback on what you want and trying to provide that as best as we can here. So we're going to have individual breakouts. Like I said, if you just want to flip couches, you'll go first, always start with the Reselling Academy right here. So you learn the fundamentals, right? You learn those fundamentals, and then we're going to have specific breakouts. If you want to flip cars, if you want to flip books and CDs and DVDs, believe it or not, you can do that as well. If you can think of it, you can flip it. Obviously, I like to focus and push people towards higher ticket things that you can flip, source for free, oftentimes cheap, and flip it quick for a profit, like furniture. Real quick here too, so calendar tab, this is where we have all of our community calls listed. So see January right here. This is all the members that are inside of the community, and then the leaderboard as well. So you'll see the 30-day leaderboard. We also have challenges and prizes every single month. And then, When you do sign up, you get a 30-minute personal onboarding call with myself. You can learn more about everything that's also included inside of the About page right here. We also have some videos breaking down a little bit more in detail. But super excited to help you out either way, get started on this journey. Like I said, it's helped me, it's helped a ton of people. You can see Kelsey here too, single mom. She said 2 days into the week, $1,650 in couch sales. Does anyone else sit in disbelief that this is even possible? I used to work my ass off for hours, picking up a second job, working overtime. It would take me 2 weeks to make what I just made in a couple of days, and I haven't even been going at this full time. I think I also showed you Brandon's, Diego's. There's a ton of others inside of the community when you get in here as well. Got a little collage of just all the things that I've flipped over the years. But yeah, super excited to help you out no matter what it looks like, whether it is closely through the community, whether that's through YouTube, whatever. But that's going to be it for this video, guys. I hope you got something out of it. If you did, I appreciate some feedback in the comments. Let me know where you're located, what you're flipping, what you need help with, and I'll see you in the next video.